Hey guys, it's the Q&A part 2. I know you guys have been waiting on it. A lot of you watched the first part. Don't know if you're all coming back for the second part, but I hope you do. If you don't, I don't know, you're lost. We're not going to reintroduce ourselves unless they want to reintroduce themselves. I don't see a point in doing it. Let's just hop into the questions unless you want to reintroduce yourselves for no reason.
No.
Nah.
No.
Question 1. For you, Geekly, when casting the show, did you have a moment after the cast tryouts where you were like, holy explicit, that's literally... monetization restrictions.
Wasn't expecting holy explicit.
Why did I hear Odo like me? Why did I hear that?
For you, Geekly, when casting the show, did you have a moment after the cast tryouts where you were like, holy explicit, that's literally exactly what you pictured in your mind? Yes. It especially happened with Donatello both times because, as I mentioned beforehand, we had an original voice actor for Donatello who is no longer attached to the project for their own personal reasons. And we're super grateful for the contributions that he had to the show, but we had to recast, and I was very scared because when casting Donatello the first time, it was like perfect. There was nothing I wanted to change about him. And when he said he had to leave, I was completely understanding of the situation, but I was terrified because it's like, who's going to be able to come in and be Donatello now and give as good of a performance as this guy? And wow, the immediate next person that stepped up to the plate was spot on. Yeah, there you go. That answers that question.
You're welcome.
Yes, all praise be to the mighty Raphael.
Yeah.
What's mighty about him?
My child, I bless you upon thee, Adani.
What's up?
Okay. Is this series based off anything, or is it original? Is it serious or goofy, or a mix of both? And what inspired you to do the series? To answer the first question, it's original. I'm not picking up a storyline that was started in another Turtles universe and continuing it forward. This is a reboot of that franchise. It'll have familiar traits and familiar storylines from previous iterations of the Turtles, but it's not a continuation of any of the previous shows. As for the tone, it's a good blend between serious and funny for the first season in particular. Throughout the Turtles growing with each season, so will the tone of the show and the situations that they find themselves in. And as for the inspiration for the show, it was just the Turtles brand as a whole, but in particular what made me say, okay, I need to make my own Turtles. It was the 2012 show. If not for that show, I don't know if I would have had the drive to just write my own Turtles story. So I guess we're giving praise to all places tonight. Praise be unto TMNT 2012. Okay, this person here says, I already know your favorite character is Donnie, so this question is for everyone else. Who are your favorite characters, guys?
It's Casey Jones.
Nice.
My favorite is Raph. I love Raph.
Go on.
My favorite character used to be Leo back as a kid, but now is Michelangelo.
Rewind and then go on. Second question from this person. How do you deal with burnouts and artist's block? I don't know about everyone else here, but for me, going outside, getting in touch with nature, breathing in some nice fresh air, it sounds very boring, I'm sure, but I cannot fully function if I don't go outside and spend time walking around amongst the trees every day. It clears my head. And whenever I do it, I feel like I'm time traveling back to when I was a little kid, and I feel super free, and it just kind of reboots my brain for more creative ideas to flow in.
Does that make you the Lorax?
I suppose so.
Hey, yo.
For me, I like to talk with friends and whatnot. And when I talk with them, I usually try to bounce ideas off, because when I have an artist block, talking with other people does help because their creativity unlocks my creativity. So I think it's just a real fun thing to do.
So, how I deal with burnouts and artist block? Simple. I don't. I just rush through it. If it's bad, I'll just fix it later.
Oh my god! I mean, hey,
simple.
Grind
Just
set.
don't.
Grind set. Sigma grind set.
I love how fast he was to answer it too.
The man said, "Nah, miss me with that burnout."
Burnout? Get through it.
Nah, you can find just overpowered.
It's a hoax.
It's not real fake news.
It literally built different. Don't get more.
Dude, Mikey's too wise.
The way I kind of deal with burnout or artist block, I just take a break, really, and then do something else. And then come back to it if need be. But something I need to get done. I don't want to say just bulldoze through it, but try to go at it from a different perspective. Try to work on it differently. Instead of just straight up writing it from your mind. Listen to some music and take some inspirations from how the music makes you feel.
How is everyone's life?
Boring.
Wow, he had that at the ready.
Redundant.
This man has all his answers ready.
Spitfires.
Creatively endowed.
Nice one.
Okay.
Mine is pretty good, all things considered. I'm just grateful to be where I am now as opposed to how I was a few years ago. But yeah, I have friends. There we go.
Nice.
How did everyone deal with quarantine?
I came out of quarantine a new person. Let's put it like that.
My man had a metamorphosis.
And call me a butterfly because I went in a cocoon for like 2 years. I came out being better than ever. What's good?
All right.
I guess I'll go. So how'd I deal with quarantine? I just lived through it. Like nothing really changed.
His are so. I just did it. I just did it.
I'm saying,
Come on.
I'm saying because I've always been, an indoor person. So maybe in quarantine, it's like, it ain't any different than me just being normally inside.
This man over here is speed running life.
Exactly.
80%.
Hey man, how did you become so good at that intro? I just did it.
Want to learn how to become a voice actor at like supersonic speed? I'll teach you. How? Do it.
Do this one simple step. Just do it.
How I got through it, I actually beat a lot of video games. That's something that I don't do frequently. Persona 5 took me like 4 or 5 years to beat because of that. Yeah, with quarantine, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna sit here and actually enjoy games. So that's how I got through it. Yeah.
I kind of just picked up a few more hobbies, and I liked wearing masks before then. So my drip has increased due to it.
How long does it take you to animate, and how long did it take you to make the script? Animation's still going, so it's taken a while. And for writing, same thing, but I can knock out a couple scripts a week. Of course, that's not counting going back and revising things, but just like the first draft. Pretty nice window of time, I suppose. Can the turtle say these lines?
Oh my banana pancakes!
Okay, which one of you made Raph angry?
Dear me, Arm Brewster. I just found money in my pocket. Remind me to burn this when we get back to the Slagway at Marfa's scrapyard.
Look at you guys, fake whining over clearly fake acid.
For the voice of Michelangelo, could you say some of these lines?
It's a Butterly Monster Convention. Raph, where's your membership card?
What?
This person here asks, was it difficult to get the project off the ground? Somewhat. It wasn't too hard at the beginning, only because, it was just me, and it was going to be like me using action figures, and then it evolved to, what if I actually drew stuff? So then it was a paper animation show, and then graciously, 1 year, my folks got me an actual drawing tablet, and I was like, okay, so let's actually do this. And I started putting out little teasers and stuff here and there across different platforms, started getting more people on board to just share a passion for this brand, and we're willing to, just do it for the love and fun of it. All in all, to get it started, no, but the actual process of making it can be a bit challenging, in all honesty, so yeah. Question for Mikey, how goofy will he be?
Oh, he'll be very goofy. But not all the time. He'll be serious in some places.
That last time is so menacing. Inspector Gadget, once again, I am here with funny memes and the death ray.
Mikey knows how to have fun, but he's not irresponsible. He knows what he's supposed to do, like the rest of his brothers. It's just that he has a more free spirit. In his downtime, he'd rather be loud and having fun, while the other ones are a bit more reserved. That's where his goofiness comes into play. It's not like his goofiness gets in the way of what he's supposed to do as a hero, so I think that's important to highlight as well. For Leo, what game do you want to revamp? I don't know what this question means. Do you mean like Turtles games in real life? If that is the question, I would pick Mutants in Manhattan, because there's so much there that can be so much better, and I think it's a good base to make an even better AAA Turtles title. So yeah, I would probably pick Mutants in Manhattan just because I feel like that's a good starting point to build on top of and make that truly something special, as opposed to what we got. Will Stockman or Rat King appear in the series? Yes, I know, very normie question, but yeah, I just want to know because I love those two. But I have one important question. If Stockman is going to be in the series, will he be somewhat similar to the 2003 version? All right, that's all. Have a nice day/night. Great question.
That was a good question.
Incredible question. Yes to both. Yes, that's an exclusive. Confirming it now. Yes, they will both be there. And yes, Baxter will have 2003 vibes more than anything. One last question here. Will the turtles get scars from each battle they go through? Which is what I'm assuming they're asking here. Throughout the series. I don't know how they guessed this, but I do have like something similar to that will happen throughout the series. So, wow. Congratulations on figuring that one out. Freaking spoiler.
Wait, you confirmed it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Maybe.
I mean, look,
guess so.
with the question as unique as that, would me saying maybe yes or no imply that it won't happen? Or will it imply that it will happen?
I guess so.
I mean, at the end of the day, we could have just ignored the question altogether. But thank you guys so much for all the questions from part 1 to now. Had a ton of fun answering them. I know you guys really enjoyed having all of these folks here on the channel. They'll never be back again, so I'm terribly sorry. I'm joking. They'll definitely be back. I don't know what the next video is going to be, but to make sure you don't miss it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it. That way you don't miss a single video that I post. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and share it around with anyone you think may be interested and all that good stuff. And as always, I've been Geekly.
You've been awesome.
And we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Cowabunga, dudes.
Yes!
That was solid. That was so solid.
Good work this time. Yes!